Vape Room Radio. Vape Room Radio.
Vape Room Radio, Season 2, Episode 2. We've brought you some tremendous guests tonight. We'll get to that in a minute. But what's going on, guys? Thank you guys for our loyal listeners. For our new listeners, what's up? How are you guys doing? Just make sure to create a username on the chat. And on the chat, you can interact with us. You can interact with fellow vapors, with fellow people who are tuning in. And hey, I hope everyone's having a good night. It's 8:30 here in California. For all our East Coast listeners, it is about 11:30. So thank you guys for staying up for us. It wasn't as bad as our season one. Our season one, I remember, we used to start at 10 p.m. Pacific time, and sometimes the shows used to get extended to maybe, let's say, 1 a.m. here, and we still have people from Texas and Florida rocking with us. So shout out to our loyal listeners. When we created the show, maybe 2 years ago, we understood that if something was done right, I guess we understood that there were going to be others that followed pretty much. I don't even know how to say it. I don't even say it any nicer. There was going to be other people that followed. No, we did not create the podcast. We are not creators of the online streaming. However, in February of 2014, it was unheard of. Okay? So we definitely brought that realm to the vape industry, all right? When we picked up steam, I guess, there were, there's always great people. When there's great people around a project, there's always going to be, the steam, the popularity of it. So when something's popular, hey, people want to also get in and do the same thing. There's even been shows where I guess they wanted to air at the same time and day that we aired. Now, here's the thing. We did this 2 years ago. Like I said, this was never for profit. This was never for popularity. Believe me, I wasn't popular in high school. I don't give a fuck if I'm popular now. Okay, so it was never done for that. It wasn't done for that. I guess for the reasons that maybe the typical vapor might think that we put on the show. It was always done for the community. And you know what? It's one of the few wholehearted things that I guess we as a team have done, or especially me as in Renan. To be honest with you, like everyone says, yes, we put out a juice for the community, or yes, we set up a retail shop for the community, or yes, we have a 300,000 followers and we do that for the community. Let's be quite frankly and honest. 99% of any vape entity is for profit. 99.5% for profit. So when these stories are told, yes, we're doing something we love, and yes, it's all a good time. However, it's done for profit. We've never been a for-profit. So what I'm trying to get at is we did this wholeheartedly for the community. I feel that today's story per se is definitely one that, not just the young vapors. I mean, they're three really popular companies. It's Ruthless, Kilo, and Cosmic Fog. Three really popular companies that obviously the younger vapors, they want to get to know and I guess experience and see what they're about. But also what they're putting together tonight. They didn't put it together tonight, obviously, but what they're discussing tonight, which is their new line. They all partnered up and they created their new line, Hall of Fame e-liquid, and basically they're trying to save $1 million for out of it, because you know what? I know a shit ton of vapors. However, I've never met a group of guys who wants to raise $1 million for anything, for anything besides their pocket. What I'm trying to get at, it's a beautiful story to share for some other show to want to take the spotlight, I guess, not just from them, but I mean, that's advocacy for the whole vaping industry. We did this not to compete with anybody. We didn't do this to like I said, we didn't do this. This is not a competition to me. It's just, we really love doing it for the industry. So for somebody who wants to, I guess, outshine us, or basically who has the bigger dick, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. We'll lose a few listeners, we don't really care. But for the message that we're spreading, I feel that those listeners that aren't tuned in right now, I feel that they are missing out on something. So for somebody to try to set up a show at the same time on the same day, I don't know, man. It's just, it feels a little selfish. It feels a little selfish, and it's just basically, to me, it's, like I said earlier, it's whose dick is bigger, who pulls in the most viewers. I mean, we've been out of the game for about a year, and no one has caught a buzz yet. So I mean, if you didn't catch a buzz in a year that we were absent, I think your buzz is not going to be caught. I mean, let's just be quite frank and honest. I guess I guess it kind of lingered in my mind. So I guess I'm speaking on it or speaking about it. But like I said, I'm a grown man, and yeah, if someone wants to take shots at us or at me specifically, I mean, they all have my phone number. Just put it like that. They all have my phone number, but you don't have to send subliminal thoughts. And I'm sure I hope, Jeremy, we can get this up as soon as possible, because I'm sure when their show is done, they'll be tuning into our recording. All right, so make sure this is up ASAP. And yeah, like I said, we have 3 tremendous groups tonight. It's Kilo, Ruthless, and Cosmic Fog Vapors. And I'm sure, I mean, these are staples in the industry. So for them to come together and get together here at Vape-Matic, it's a wonderful thing. And they're going to share a story that's to be honest with you, a story that's never been told. So they're the writers, they're the authors of this story, and we're going to give them a listen tonight. And thank you guys for coming out, and I just definitely want to shout all you guys out. And it's definitely a tight-knit crowd, but thank you guys for making it out. As like I said, as for us, everything's going well. A lot of people send us DMs and ask us, how are we guys? When's the show coming back? But hey, spread the word, guys. You know what? We've been back for our second show, and we've been doing all right. We've been doing all right, and the second show is going to get better, and the third show is going to get, hopefully we get some more viewers and more viewers. And if you guys retweet, repost, that would be amazing. That helps out. Like I said, that helps out not just us for as hosts of the show, but as this beautiful story that's about to be untold tonight and unraveled. Shout out to Jason, Jason's wife, Jeremy. Shout out to the hosts here, and when I mean the hosts, I mean the beautiful people here who host the show. Jason, our producer. Jeremiah, Justin, Jeremy, our audio tech person, Jerm Builds, and the whole staff here, the whole staff. So first up, we'll have no stranger to the show. Is Ruthless Vapor, Ruthless E-Juice. Come on in, guys. What's going on, guys? We got your headphones. Whoa, what's going on? Coming in with a lot of energy.
Yeah, we're about ready to go. You know what I mean? We're about ready to tell a story. What's cracking?
Hey, what's going on, Alan? Alan and Ramon, by the way, are no strangers to the fucking show, man. You guys did how many takeovers? At first, I wanted to just be the Vape Room and Ruthless show. We could just take it over every fucking weekend at one point.
Bro, we can go all day, bro, if you want, man. If you want to know my life story, I got it. You know what I mean? You want to know anything about us,
you gonna kick a few bars for us, too?
Nah, we don't get on that level. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're here.
Alan is the gentleman with the black hoodie right next to me, and right next to him is introduce his partner,
Ramon. Yeah,
Ramon, and you know what? I'm sure we have listeners that we have now that I'm sure we're tuning into maybe your first takeover. Did you guys have 2 takeovers or one takeover?
Bro, we just take over the show.
We just take over the show. That's what it is, right?
Yeah,
That's
you know
what
I mean? You don't even need to know 1 or 2, bro. We just take over the show.
It just happened. So what's up with you guys? What's new, man? I haven't seen you guys on a personal note even in a while. You guys been keeping busy,
man.
Right?
Yeah, man. It's been really busy, man. This year's been crazy.
Yeah,
like
bro. 2016 is going to be a crazy year for everybody in the vape industry.
I definitely agree. Are your 2015 goals being met at 2016? Well, you know what I mean. The goals that you set for 2015, are they unraveling for 2016?
Bro, we're just trying to party harder, and we're trying to bring out the best fucking juice in this industry. That's all you let.
Hey, man, that's my kind of style, man. That's all I told you guys, man. Just party hard and just fucking put out some good product and market it right and let's go.
Enjoy life, man.
Right? Exactly,
yeah, man.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows in this vape industry that we got an excellent opportunity coming up with us. Everybody knows that we're all here just trying to have fun, enjoy each other's company. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, whatever happens, we all got each other.
Now, let me ask you, Alan. You know what? I'm sure you've told this story 259 million times. But and I've even asked you this before for our previous shows. But let me ask you guys something. So 2012, 2011, how did, I guess, the line Ruthless, how did that develop?
It's you, Ramon.
Actually, you know what? To be honest, it was we were fans ourselves. You know what I mean? Like it was it seemed like a brand new market.
Okay.
And there was a lot of people new to the industry, and we were just looking for juice. Like good products were being sold out. Like like we were constantly going to different vape shops, and a lot of stuff was getting sold out. So we just wanted to kind of get in on it and kind of join in and provide people with some good products.
Ramon, let me ask you something. Obviously, the game has, or the vape industry has evolved 360 degrees 360 times already since that, right?
Yep.
It's gone in a whirlwind. At one point 26 650 mods were cool. I don't know who came up with that, but I'm glad it didn't stay. But if the 2016 Ramon could I guess have a breath of fresh air, was it 2012 or 2011?
You know what? It was late 2011.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say late 2011, 2012. 'Cause I guess two-part question. First,
Go for it.
especially in the beginning, when knowledge is not really there. I'm sure you guys are not knowledgeable now than you were in 2011 in the industry as a whole and as business professionals that you are. But let me ask you something. Other than like asking, responding to the, or asking the 2011, asking the 2016 Ramon, I guess in the beginning, what setbacks did you guys have? Obviously, you guys didn't have the capital that you guys have now. I guess the mad movement, the marketing, pretty much maybe even strategies. Who knows? I wasn't there, creating your business plan or whatever you guys did. But I guess in the beginning, what stumbles did you guys find? Because ever since I met you, you moved probably like 3 warehouses. And then they keep getting bigger and bigger. At one point, the Coliseum is about to be up in like 2 years, but you guys want to just put a roof over that shit.
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah, you get me? So I mean, especially in the beginning, any obstacles that you guys?
Actually, to be honest, the growth of this industry has been like tremendous. We didn't expect the rapid expansion. I mean, it would have been a lot harder if Alan wasn't here with me. This guy's a hustler. It pushes me to the next level.
Yeah.
And a lot of it actually, it seemed like it was kind of I hate to say the word, but like God-given, man. A lot of things fell into place for us, like. Different things, like one after another. We've got some like really key employees that fell into place. A lot of good knowledge that enabled us to push farther and farther and harder and harder and harder. And even till today, a lot of us like feel like oh man, it's just like a tremendous amount of work. But we try to stay innovative. We try to stay ahead of the game. And
was there any time, and I guess I know the answer to this, but was there any day where it was like? Maybe like early 2012, shit wasn't going right. Maybe for the week, or a day or two, or maybe for the week, shit wasn't going right. You guys been busting your balls for maybe 12, 16-hour days and nothing much coming in. Was there ever a chance? Obviously, the 2016 Ramon would tell like, "Hey, don't give up." But was there a day where it's like, fuck this vape shit. I'm gonna make money. So, we're doing something else.
Honestly, bro, I'll tell you the truth, and never.
Yeah,
There's been never ever a time in that we've been in the vape industry that we ever felt that this shit ain't gonna work. I mean, like at the end of the day, I'll tell you, me and Ramon never ever felt like we're gonna stop or anything's gonna stop us. You know what I mean? We just felt like at the end of the day, we're gonna be on top, and that's what we're trying to do. And our mentalities never ever let us, set us back, was what you could say, because we just live on moving forward. And that's all it is just moving forward and handling all the obstacles that you have that's right in front of you, but not necessarily taking it where it's going to hurt you, but you just find a way to learn from it. You know what I mean? So ultimately, like, there's never ever a day between me and Ramon that we ever felt that nothing's going to stop us.
What do you say to the critics?
We say the critics?
There's critics for every person in here. There's a critic,
I mean, I personally feel the critics are they're just there to be your fan. You know what I mean? Critics are ultimately, at the end of the day, whether they like your product or not, it's not about that one person. You know what I mean? It's not about that one person that doesn't like your product. Ultimately, it's about the masses.
I get you.
It's about the masses that like your product.
Now, let me tell you something. I feel like you guys are, and I'm not saying this in any or it's not a positive nor a negative saying. I feel that maybe you guys, not Ruthless as a whole, but Alan and Ramon, you guys are at a point where, do you really keep your ear on the street? Like what's being said about the company? Because I guess some of the stuff, I'm more ground level, so I keep my ears open. Not keep my ears open to gossip per se, but just I hear shit,
Yeah.
It's been said on the show even. It's like brands like Ruthless, their whole thing is just having like the 50 bad bitches on there half naked, and that's their thing, and that's how they sell. And I guess to that, I mean, a lot of people say, hey, that's not the route for me, that's the route for them. Is that the theme for Ruthless? I mean, because that's what a lot of people think it is.
It kind of progressed into that, to be honest. We just, a lot of it's kind of nerves, you know what I mean? For us, like, getting into this industry, like I said, like, the first time we were at ECC, you know, and all these other trade shows we started doing early on. We just wanted to be relaxed, man. So like, you know, a lot of times like, okay, part of our, not necessarily, I wouldn't say like condone it, but like drinking was a big part of like just kind of being able to get through, you know. So you know what I mean, a lot of times we, you know, we drink, we like to have a good time, and you know, it kind of translated into like this image. And
So how did you? At one point, you said, "Hey, are we going for this image or not?" Because this is what people are saying.
I mean, like, ultimately, it's the reason why people say that Ruthless is all about the bitches and whatever, is because, you know, it's something that probably that they can't do themselves. You know what I mean? Is it our fault? No. You know what I mean? It's not our fault. I mean, we have this brand that we try to push forward. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, whatever comes our way, comes our way. You know, and I felt like, you know, and going back to what Ramon said, is like, yo, we were drinking back in the first trade show. We were at the ASD in Vegas.
Yeah, it's just more like we just want to be relaxed, man.
Yeah.
You know, it was a long day. Those were like really long days.
Yeah.
And you know, we just try to get the party started like early on. You
Our days getting shorter, Ramon?
Yeah. Again, you can say that, man, but you know what I mean, the last few days have been kind of long, you know what I mean?
I get you.
I got a match. Yeah.
Branding wise, man, it's what we do. You know what I mean? Like when you go to a trade show.
Who does your maybe if you out party, but I guess which one of you two, I guess, takes care of whatever takes care of the marketing? Who's more on the marketing? I mean, you know each other. You know you play each other's strengths and weaknesses. And I'm not saying like you're not good. I hate marketing. I hate marketing 100%.
Yeah, I take care of more on the marketing, you know,
Okay.
side. You know, branding's always been about my thing.
Ramon's always the pretty face.
Yeah,
right.
See, there's a bunch of girls that come to the booth, and you know they don't come my way; they come Ramon's way. So it's a little bit hard sometimes when you gotta like. There's like 50 girls, you know. I got a
Somebody
girlfriend.
bring me a shot.
You know what I'm saying? I got a girlfriend. You know what I mean?
I could take him home to meet my mom. He looks innocent, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes I just turn around, like there's like
Man,
five.
turning red.
There's like 5 girls around. I'm like, bro, damn, can you handle all that? You know what I mean?
I get you guys. And you know what? And I guess Cosmic and Kilo, you boys from back in the day, or just kind of, hey, you had an idea, let me call this, you know, give me this guy on the phone, let's talk about it.
I mean, all honesty, I think it's about mutual respect, you know, within the industry. You know, like we wanted to team up together with you know 2 of the biggest brands in this industry and with some of the most well-known figures in this industry. In order to push forward what we're trying to do with HOF, we need some of the you know some of the better brands out there to help us, you know, and we joined up together as a team to push forward on this project that we ultimately feel that all of us together can ultimately like help us, you know, with sales together, donate money, you know, let's put this money forward for a good cause.
Yeah.
And you know, I felt that you know, Cosmic and Kilo, 2 of the bigger brands in this industry, that we gotta join up together. You know what I mean?
Now let me ask you something. I guess what I'm trying to ask is the idea came from your side, from the Ruthless, you know, from their camp or their.
I think it's kind of more of a cloud. Like I said, a lot of things kind of fell into place. I mean, you know, I wouldn't want to like, you know, discredit anybody else, but you know what I mean. I think it was more.
Did you guys all know each other before?
You know, to be honest, we didn't. You know what I mean? Okay. And I think this project, like, you know, as soon as things started coming up.
We have ghosts here, Ramon. Don't worry.
Yeah, we got a gang of more.
Yeah, but these guys, no, to be honest, these guys are mad cool. I mean, you know, I'm not going to say, we've heard of, you know, we heard in the industry and we reached out to them and, all, you know, everybody was really receptive. And
now let me ask you guys something. Obviously, you guys were for some heavy fucking hitters. You know, Kilo and Cosmic, I'm sure maybe top 5, top 10. I'm not too sure what the logistics are. But why not hit up Cutwood?
Oh,
you know what? Cutwood is they're big themselves. I feel that they're, you know, they're out there. Why not hit up maybe a brand like Cutwood who can also has a following? I'm sure. They're at every vape and smoke shop in the country. I feel.
Yeah.
Or smoke shop especially. But.
Honestly, Cutwood's a very respectable brand, and honestly, when we were approaching the 2 brands, we felt that, you know, it was easier to reach out to Kilo and Cosmic. You know, like
they were being divas over there.
No, maybe more like people. You know what I mean? Like similar. You know, like it's
similar story. Maybe a younger crowd. Maybe younger entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
like yourself.
kind of. You know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I mean? Like more approachable type.
Yeah, nothing against Cutwood. You know, it just when we approached the 2, they were down to do it, and then we just felt like we couldn't add any more people to the team.
So is this is this a venture that maybe, hey, it's like for example, you guys did Rise back in the day. I'm not sure if that was limited edition runner, but you ended up keeping it. It's Hall of Fame. Is it here to stay, or is it maybe like a little like a special edition run, and you know, raise some money, we hit the mill, and we go back to everyone to themselves, I guess.
I mean, I think this run is unlimited. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, what are we trying to do? The main goal is to raise some money so that we can put it towards a good cause, and whatever it takes. You know, we got to raise $2 million, we got to raise $3 million, we got to raise $5 million. You know, everybody here who has who has a voice. You know, saying like every consumer out there, if you're gonna purchase a bottle, you know that you're helping towards a good cause. And, on our website, we're going to be totally transparent and let you guys know that, hey, we've donated already $60,000.
Oh, this is going to be like some kind of like ticker? Or
Yeah.
some kind of measurement tool on your website?
Yeah, man.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, like people are going to know, like, hey, if I purchase a bottle, within like 2 to 3 days, that ticker's going up. Cosmic, Kilo, and us, Ruthless, we've already donated $60,000 out of our own pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, we just already started it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, everybody knows that whoever's purchasing a bottle is going towards a good cause, and we're gonna hire these lobbyists. We're donating to these advocacy groups to help fight for us because tomorrow we want a job. You know what I mean? Tomorrow we're here and we want to have a job tomorrow.
Do you feel, and maybe kind of wrapping it up the segment a little bit, but do you feel that it's a little unfair that there's, I guess, you're saving our industry. Everyone in here's industry. Every 200 person who's tuning in industry. Okay, I'm not saying saving, but doing something to support.
Yeah, we definitely encourage everybody to to donate, and if everybody else wanted to, it's what I'd like to say is it's a start. You know what I mean? I think there's still a lot more efforts that other people can do also. You know what I mean? And not just because we got together with these two other brands, Kilo and Cosmic.
I'll tell you this: if every vape shop owner donated maybe $50 out of their pocket, you wouldn't have to do this.
Exactly.
In the country.
But that's not the case right now. So we do definitely encourage everybody to to support this industry because this is our livelihood. I mean, for us, we've been blessed. I think, and we just want to give back. So
at the end of the day, we're just calling out other brands. You know what I mean? We're calling out other brands like, yo, are you going to step up to the plate or not?
Yeah.
Because, we got 3 of us already. We're stepping up to the plate. We're about to donate $1 million.
Anybody you want to call out?
No, I'm not here. We're not here to
shoot?
We're not here to call out nobody, you know what I mean? But everybody knows who makes money, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, let's all join together and let's all help out. Yeah. That's what we're trying to do, and if there's some greedy brands out there, then I hope you guys don't have a job tomorrow. But for the rest of us, we're all here and we're all joining together and we're trying to fight, And
that sucks because you're saving their industry also, or you're attempting to save their industry also.
Well, only God knows, what I mean.
No, you're attempting. Obviously, you wouldn't be here telling your story, doing what you're doing if you weren't attempting to do that. It's not. No, everyone knows that you're attempting. At least you're doing your part to say, hey, if this shit tomorrow we don't have a job, at least we tried. What about you, motherfucker? What did you do?
Yeah, exactly.
I get you.
There's some greedy foods out there. You know what I mean? We all know. We all know. Like, and this is our chance. This is our chance to say, hey, we stepped up to the plate. Who's next?
Hey, Alan, who's the greediest motherfucker you met in this industry? I'm fucking with
you, Renan.
and that's a wrap.
Hey, yeah.
No, we are gonna have to wrap it up. And also,
Ramon said you're greedy with them women.
Nah, man.
He said share those female numbers, bro. Share your black book, Renan.
And by the way, just to be on the I guess to let out on there, all these thoughts are just stuff that I hear. Obviously, I don't think about it. I'm the first guy there hanging out with the pretty young ladies, so it didn't come from me. It's just what people hear. It's what I hear on like I said on the street. But it's been tremendous time with you guys, and you guys are gonna come back on. I guess when we do a segment with all 3 entities for Hall of Fame Media Good.
All we want to say is hey, we're glad to be on, and me and Ramon. At the end of the day, we're here to just spread a voice, and we just want to let everybody know. Renan needs to share his black book.
I have a cell phone, bro. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna go for a slight pause. And we'll be right back in about 10 or 15 minutes. You guys are amazing. Tune in.
Vape Room Radio. Vape Room Radio.
We ready? We gonna do that? Hey, keep the noise level in the back. Yeah, so I guess we weren't going on a break. Fuck, my bad. I do have to extremely use the restroom, but it's all good. I'll hang out with you guys. And next up, we have the guys from Kilo. The guys from Kilo, no strangers to the vape industry. By the way, on Fruit Whip, killed it.
Thank you. What's going on, guys?
And how about you guys introduce yourselves?
My name is James.
My name is John.
And you guys are...
Kilo e-liquids.
Okay. You guys are owners or maybe...
This is my partner, John.
Okay.
We're co-owners.
Okay, co-owners. Yeah. Is there a third person? I've never met you guys.
Okay.
John and James, right? By the way, pleasure. My name is
Nice to
Renan.
meet you.
Nice to meet you, John. Is there a third?
It's just 2 guys running
Okay.
the company right now.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, how'd you guys feel that the fast? You know what? I think I heard a kilo. I'm sorry, but maybe it's 15, like maybe late 2014. Was that late on it, or is that when you guys?
We started in the summer of 2014.
Okay, so I mean, at 2014, you guys already were rocking, and there was stuff going around.
Exactly.
And how have you felt? I guess the fast-paced industry going.
Super fast paced.
This is the fastest industry I've ever worked in.
Definitely.
It's probably in the past 20 years, what's been faster than this, other than probably the internet and the tech.
Yeah. Every month is like 3 months. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I guess the same thing I asked them earlier in the beginning, especially 2014. There was a lot of reputable, already established juice brands. How do you come up and I guess try to measure up with let's say I don't know, whatever was established at the time?
So we kind of came out. John, he's a mixologist.
Okay.
He made the flavored dewberry cream.
Okay,
which we
is
felt
really
like
good.
was gonna be a very unique flavor on the market.
Okay.
So once we launched with the brand Kilo, automatically these the vapors were really digging it and stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we never expected all this.
Okay. The same thing. I feel like it's a story that a lot of the the biggest or the big juice manufacturers make. It's like, you know what, we never really expected all this.
Yeah.
We're just some guys mixing some juice, and then whatever. When it caught on, I guess that's when it all took off.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I guess how did you guys begin all this, or the name? I guess the theme of it.
The theme, Kilo is a phonetic alphabet from the military.
Okay.
So I'm ex-military right now.
Okay.
So, that just kind of came natural. Kilo was like a little dope name we came up with. It could relate with a lot of people, either measurements or, urban feel to it.
I get
or,
you.
You know what I'm saying, international. So we just felt like Kilo would be a really great name that would really blend in with
Like
the
easy to
community.
market, or not easy, just easier to market than whatever else you wanted to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then I get when you say the urbanish, I obviously I know what you're talking about, but it's like the brand in itself, I don't feel has you guys strike me as more urban as the brand in itself. You didn't want maybe go that route, the whole maybe urban or the
Yeah, definitely. We didn't want to take it because when we hear Kilo, some people might take it as like drug paraphernalia or stuff like that. But when we really looked at it, it was about measurements, fine measurements, making great flavors for the brand.
And so let me ask you, when you guys, I guess, heard from Ruthless, what was your thoughts on this? You were like, hey, man, is this for real, or is this like some kind of...
Yeah, so Alan came up to us. We kind of knew about it. We were little acquaintances. Came up with some great idea to create a line called Hall of Fame. And then the proceeds will go into advocacy. So that's like, we're all in on that.
Okay.
We're just excited, man.
Well, when was this? I know you guys just released it, or I don't know if it's even been released. Has it been released?
Yeah, we released it 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So.
And obviously you guys have, all three of you guys have amazing manufacturing power. Who's manufacturing it per se?
To be honest, it's Cosmopolitan Manufacturing.
Okay. I get you.
We all made our own flavors, but I mean, they're the ones.
Which one was
that
your guys'
manufacture.
flavor? You know what? I should have asked the guys from Ruthless that, but I know each one created their flavor and they kind of turned it in, I guess. But what was your guys' flavor?
We came up with the Donut Man, which is pretty much a glazed donut, and it's filled with ripe strawberries and drizzled with strawberry sauce.
Okay. And do you feel that was the best flavor that out of the ones that turned in?
I mean, it was a flavor that we were working hard on. So,
Okay.
you know.
Were you guys saving that maybe for your line, or it was like, hey, it's good enough to just throw in here?
I mean, it was a great flavor that we made. We thought that we should definitely add one of our better flavors onto the line, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's the consumers that are gonna be purchasing this, and we thought it would be the best flavor.
I get you. Obviously, you guys are well for the I guess the advocacy, but you know what? I guess it's hard for three of the vape, I guess, mega powers to come in and you know and work on the same page. Obviously, there's contracts drawn out and whatnot, but I guess, did you ever feel a sense of, hey, you know what, hey, maybe, you know, I like the idea, just maybe not now, or just maybe not, maybe we can do this ourselves with our own line, and then, you know, give 10, 15, 20, whatever the percentage is to advocacy. And did you ever get that feeling? Or maybe it's just like, you know
what, we wanted to show like the industry that we can, as competitors, join up and to, you know, have a cause at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Which is to fight for our rights. 2016, we're looking into big regulations going on. I feel like if we can team up with the bigger brands out there, we can spread the word a lot faster, in a sense. Doing it ourselves, I mean, we can do it too, but having Ruthless and Cosmic Fog, we have a bigger impact into the community. Because essentially, they might like Kilo, or they might not like, you know, the other brands, or they might love the brands other than our brands. So, you know, I think it's a bigger
you feel
impact.
there's people that for whatever reason just dislike brands?
I have no opinion on that. I mean,
it's
all about flavor. No, we make flavors.
No, I'm saying that for brand per se. Like, have you ever, I guess, met somebody who's, you know what, you guys are great guys. How are your flavors? I don't really like them so much.
There's always gonna be that, you know, no matter what. You know,
like I was
people aren't gonna like people no matter what. But.
No, not just people. I always like to say, like, like for example, we carry Kilo at our shop, and our biggest seller is Dewberry Cream, and the Fruit Whip's moving fast too.
Okay.
My personal favorite is True Blue, but we don't really sell it that much.
Yeah,
that's my favorite also.
Because I just went to those deep custards, so I get what you're saying. It's like I always say, it's like not everyone. There's somebody out there who doesn't like steak and lobster. It's
exactly,
like, I don't like the texture or whatever. Even if it's a really good shit, you know, I feel like there's people out there who are always gonna have, I guess, their comments or whatnot. And I guess what's next for you guys? You know, obviously you guys are working hard. Kilo's probably one of the only brands who are I guess are staying on top. But do you guys have like side brands? Not really, right?
No,
I'm not saying white label. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like your own. Hey,
you know, HOF is one of our biggest focus because we want to make sure that advocacy is known across the whole community. I mean, people that are in the vape community, they know about advocacy, but I think the mainstream doesn't really support that, and that's why we're here to back them up. You know what I'm saying?
So that's kind of where your main focus is going.
That's pretty much the main focus. You know,
like I said, Kilo is a big brand. It's very respectable, and it's found at nearly a lot of places. When I say vape shops, you know, I'm sure you can go to any vape shop in 5 mile radius. You can just walk in and, hey, there's somebody selling Kilo. Okay, where does it cap?
What do you mean? Where does it cap?
I'm gonna say where does it cap? Where does it cap? As in, hey, let's say you're in every fucking vape shop in the country or in the world. Where does it cap? You just kind of, do you create new lines, or do you kind of just fulfill your customers' orders?
I don't think it ever caps because it's really hard to get into every vape shop, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we're still continuously pushing Kilo. There's some people out there in other states that might not know the brand Kilo.
Oh, really?
In general, yeah. In California, it does. That's where we're from, you know, so we could push it and be a presence out here in California. But, you know, if we go to like Virginia or, you know, North Carolina and stuff, there's a lot of people that don't know the flavor Kilo. So we're continuously pushing through conventions and expos and marketing and stuff like that.
When was the last convention you guys did?
Last one was New Orleans.
Okay,
that
was VPX?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was what, in November or something?
Something like that. So we took a little break. We're gonna go to Arizona this weekend.
Okay.
A little smaller show.
Okay.
We're gonna promote our brand. You know, get the people out there knowing about Kilo. Try the flavor out. You know, Dewberry Cream seems to be your top seller at your shop. So.
Yeah, Dewberry Cream, that new one is selling good too.
Fruit Whip. So we want to promote that. We want people to just try it. It's good flavors. You know, John, the mixologist right here. You know, he's my partner. He makes awesome flavors. So we want to continuously promote it and get people to try it out.
So when John was mixing up the flavors, I guess especially in the early stages of when you guys were, you know, doing it up, I guess you were more the role of maybe marketing, sales.
Yeah, that is my role.
Okay, so that's what that's pretty much.
So my role, you know, is to market and sell it, and John's role is the mixologist. He's the mastermind behind all the flavors, and he's great at what he does. So you know.
You ever try to get in there and do his job? You ever try to do it?
No, he kicked me out one time. I tried it, but you know, I'm better doing marketing and sales.
He was vaping live.
Yeah. He got talent for that, so you know that's how we got respect in the community. The flavors are good, they're new. You know, when it came with like cereal milk, that was one of the first
cereal milk always. You know, I forgot about cereal milk. Cereal milk was also like a white across flavor. Now let me ask you something. All your flavors, do you have a fruit flavor?
Fruit Whip is one of our first flavors, so John can talk about that.
The fruit flavor.
Well, I mean, as far as fruity goes, I mean, Fruit Whip is probably the closest thing that touches the fruit flavor profile.
I personally don't like it because I don't really like fruits. I don't do any fruits. Like they all taste the same to me. I'm just like immune to it. But I know it's well loved because people are buying it.
Yeah, most people start off with fruit flavors.
Yeah,
so.
you're right. No, but it was the first. Is there any reason why you kind of didn't go the fruit flavor route?
That was my flavor profile. I was vaping for a little while longer before we started Kilo. So I was already on the cream flavors, and that's what I loved. So
yeah, me too. Like I said, I haven't had a fruit flavor bottle since like December 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there was a juice called Vanilla. There is a juice called Vanilla by Epic.
Yeah, Epic, yeah.
That first started it all. That's like, hey, man, this is so great. Which is still good, but I'm just saying, like, so many people with so many new flavors coming out with the flavor companies, and it's man, the skies are endless right now.
Yeah, definitely.
As Fruit Whip, how did that come about? Fruit Whip. Obviously, you want to create a new flavor, expand the line and whatnot. But
to be honest,
we want everyone to try out our flavors. So there's some people that like fruity, there's some people that like creamy, some people that like only desserts. But to reach everybody, we have to come out with something that not just the creamy people will like. So that's why we came out with Fruit Whip.
I get you. Any thought after HOF? Any thought of maybe a second line for Kilo?
Right now we're just going day by day,
Yeah.
focusing on what we need to focus on, which is keeping.
Hey, we need to be here. We need to be here next year before we plan about next year, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's I definitely commend what you guys are doing, and I guess all three entities, and I wish more groups. You don't have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales to donate. You really don't.
Well, there's a bunch of companies that are smaller that are still donating.
You get me? Like I was telling Alan earlier, it's I'm sure, or Ramon, I'm sure if every vape shop owner donated $50 from their pocket all across America, then there wouldn't be even a need for this.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, hopefully this will help them.
You obviously the financials count, and we need money to move. But also I guess the spreading of the we're taking charge and we're doing this for advocacy. I feel that the awareness that you guys are raising is also amazing. Just because then it gives guys like me or guys like Jason or guys just everybody in this industry to say, hey, you know what, we should. Cough up a little money too. However, you understand in this industry, we all know each other very well, and it's very. It doesn't seem like it would ever be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we want to make advocacy more of the mainstream now. When we talk about advocacy, it's more on, business owners, shop owners, manufacturer owners talk about advocacy, but user end never talks about advocacy, and it kind of seems like that's not their interest. So we want to spark their interest.
I get you.
And that's what HOF is all about.
Because that's going to be them too. Now let me ask you something. You're donating some proceeds from HOF to what organizations?
All the organizations. So we're gonna start with the main ones: Safada, Casa, Not Blowing Smoke.
Okay.
Right to be smoke free. There's
Okay.
there's a bunch of them. They all need help.
Okay. And then once a certain the quest is for $1 million. After that $1 million, we'll see how.
No. That's
the goal right there.
Yeah, that's the goal. If we can surpass that, man, we're gonna go beyond.
Yeah. I mean, I like you guys' enthusiasm. You guys are definitely here, and it sounds like you are here for the right reasons.
Yeah.
For the right reasons. And then I feel we're gonna wrap it up with one last question, and then we're gonna go to break for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
But let me ask you guys. I guess why the number? I guess $1 million. I guess that's a big statement. That's a big statement. Now does that come across as? If you're donating $1 million, you're making more than $1 million.
Yeah,
obviously, right?
Definitely.
Is that like hey, us three, we got the biggest dick in the industry, or is that like is that like because it could have been 100,000, it could have been 1,000.
It was a goal. When we do business, we set goals in our business, and that's like one of our goals to really achieve. And it's going to be a difficult challenge to achieve that. Not that I think that we can achieve that in the first 3 months.
I get you.
But hopefully we can achieve that in 12 months. And $1 million is a lot of money, So
It definitely is.
It's going to take a lot of effort from the community, from us as Ruthless, Kilo, and Cosmic Fog, and we're going to continue pushing forward to get that $1 million mark.
Hey, most definitely. We're going to go to break for a few minutes. And James, Jonathan, thank you guys. Much luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Not just for your own sake, but for everyone else's sake in here. You guys
Thank
are doing something extremely admirable. Thank you guys. Like I said, we definitely have a lot of great guests for you guys. We got 3 of the Vape's powerhouse e-juice manufacturing companies all live in here at Vape-Matic for one special cause, and that's to share their story on how they created HOF and how they're going to donate $1 million to advocacy. $1 million. You heard that right. Next up, we got Johnny, the marketing director from Cosmic Fog, and we're also going to get Rob, who's owner of Cosmic Fog. He's out somewhere like in I don't know. He's probably on vacation. I'm kidding. He couldn't be here tonight, but he's definitely gonna tune in with us. And if you guys can bear 1 minute for Jeremy to set that up. But hey, what's going on, Johnny? Johnny, we haven't had the pleasure to meet. This is Vape Room Radio. Welcome, brother. Hope everyone's making you feel welcome. And how are things over there at Cosmic Fog, bro?
It's amazing, dude. You know, at the end of the day, we have a lot of changes going on right now. We just rebranded our whole line and everything else. Like the Cosmic Fog, you know, isn't changing. At the end of the day, we're just catching up to who we are right now.
Okay.
And that's what we did. We changed all of our bottles and all of our look. Before we have clear bottles with different color labels. Now we have black bottles with all the same color labels.
Okay.
Per flavor, right?
Okay.
And we also changed everything to high VG. So we kind of wanted to change. You know, the market's changing. Everybody's loving VG.
I guess what month and date was Cosmic Fog established?
It was established in November of 2013.
Okay, so at the time, a lot of tanks, a lot of Eagle C-Twist, so it was maybe 60-40-ish. I guess you just amped up the VG. Yeah, made it more 2016
exactly. I think
friendly.
At the beginning, everybody really liked 50-50 / 60-40 VG and PG flavors, and that's kind of like what we went to.
Yeah.
And now that everybody is changing, the vape industry is changing as a whole, we wanted to change with everybody.
All right, and we do have a couple questions for obviously, like I said, you guys are doing a tremendous job. Cosmic Fog is I feel like it's at every other vape shop and every other smoke shop. You know, obviously the smoke shops that offer a healthier alternative to their customers. You know, but I mean, how does that feel? How do you market such a great product?
At the end of the day, it's not hard when people love your company.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody loves the company, the look of the company. Everybody knows the cloud of the company. The cloud really became iconic for us when we first started and we just launched. You know, it was before all the outbreaks of thousands of vape juice companies that came out, and we released the cloud before other people did, I would say, and really it just caught on so easy. And the flavors are good and relatable to everybody. They're all-day vapes. They're not like, they're more of unique flavors.
Okay.
To where people would try to find this flavor or try to make the flavor themselves, and they really couldn't.
Okay, and we do have Rob, owner of Cosmic Fog, live on Skype. So we'll tune in. Hey, Rob, what's going on, brother? My name is Reen, and I'm the host for Vape Room Radio. How are you, man?
I'm doing fantastic, man. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, great. We have a great show, and man, I appreciate you taking the time off your busy schedule to hang out with us tonight. Hey, so Rob, let me ask you something. When you were approached for HOF, what did you think? What was the thoughts that came across your mind? You know, when it landed on your desk or when you got that email, it's like, I guess describe that process of thought where it's like, oh shit, this could have a knack, or maybe you thought otherwise in the beginning. Let us know.
Absolutely, man. It didn't land on my desk or on an email. Alan's ugly mug landed in front of me at a trade show in France.
Okay.
And, he had already been starting to put together some of the framework for it there. And to be honest, within 5 minutes, the wheels really just started turning. And I think right away we all kind of realized how much impact we could really have on the community as a whole if three, major players in the industry, such as ourselves, took this really first step and came together, which has not happened yet. And if we actually focus that on something to help everyone rather than just ourselves, I immediately got really excited by what that could actually mean.
And I'm sure, Rob, this was after quite a few shots, and everyone's talking, everyone's having a great time, and this idea, I guess, that Ruthless was working on came to life. Like you said, obviously you seem to be really fond of the idea. I guess to describe us, go through, the process that made that happen. Okay, you guys had the initial contact, and what goes on there. It's like, hey, okay, we're in France right now. Obviously, let's talk when we get home, or I guess how did that evolve?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, we spent a couple hours in Paris, and then we hung out outside of that and talked about it a little bit more too. We hit up a couple clubs. We had a good time. But then over the next couple of months, we started fielding some phone calls. Obviously, we all have really busy schedules, but, we started putting the pieces together as far as the advocacy front, which groups we could fund, how the best way to really do this was. And then, we went pretty quick with, I guess I'm probably the lazy one, man. I don't drive as much as these guys, so we ended up holding the meetings at the Cosmic office.
Okay.
And really quickly, man, we started meeting at the Cosmic office like once a week, putting flavors together, trying all each other's flavors, talking about the ins and outs, and once we had that all nailed down, we got to market really quickly.
Hey, Rob, let me ask you something. Why do you feel that Cosmic Fog, obviously not needs to be a part of this, but why were you guys thrilled and said, hey, we're up for this, this is a good cause? To be honest with you, there's not a lot of people in the industry who would say, hey, you know what, this sounds like a good idea, or maybe somebody in the industry some other person in the industry would say, hey, you know what, I'm down for that idea. Let's just, I'm not too fond of the donation part. I mean, why did you feel that Cosmic Fog fit right for, I guess, the other two entities that were a part of it?
To be honest, man, I mean, that was the biggest selling point to me, was to, put these efforts toward advocacy. That's all Cosmic Fog is focused on for the last few years here. It's been a major essence of our company. I'm the president of a few different advocacy groups throughout the industry.
Okay.
And, it was like I said, to be honest, it's the total reverse there. As a business proposition, as much as I love Cosmic and Ruthless, I really don't want to give 66% of my money to somebody else.
Yeah.
It's not how I generally do business.
Yeah.
But from an advocacy side, where we could really focus those efforts, then it became this superpower. Oh my goodness. You realize how much attention we could truly bring and how much financial aid we could truly bring to the advocacy side of this industry, and how much that's needed now. And more importantly, how the precedent that we could set, that we're guys that, to be honest, we would be okay. If it came down to a financial situation or anything like that, we would be okay. And if we're not the guys that are out there setting this precedent, that no matter how big you are, how small you are, if all of our jobs to fight for this industry, then we wouldn't be doing our part.
Now, Rob, let me ask you. There might be a lot of skeptics. The consumer says, "Hey, you know what? First of all, is the juice? I mean, obviously, there's a percentage dedicated to advocacy, but is the juice retail for the retailer? Is that the same price for the guy buying his $12 15 ml juice? Will it be the same price, Rob?
The MSRP for the product?
Yeah, MSRP.
Yeah, well, it's all available in 30 mils, and we're going to set the MSRP at around $21.99.
Okay, so it's definitely within range to every other juice that's coming out as a 30 mil.
Absolutely.
Okay, so like I said, there might be a lot of skeptics, whether they say, you know what. So what I'm asking you, Rob, is how do people track of this? You know what? Hey, you're donating to this. Are you guys gonna, on Instagram, a big check type of picture? This is what we're writing to this people, or is it gonna be just maybe on the website, or I mean, how does the typical person who wants to keep up on I guess on the donation portion of HOF, how does someone keep track?
That's a great question, man. I'm so glad you brought it up. Our biggest focus, working so much in advocacy, the one thing I've always seen was the lack of transparency.
Yeah.
So when we started this project, transparency was the most important factor. We're going to be live updating the ticker of what we've donated, who we've donated to, what they've done with those donations every single month on the Hall of Fame website, as well as blasting that on our social media. So literally month by month, you can come in, see to the penny what was donated, exactly who it went to. We're going to correlate some social media stats with those advocacy groups as well. So you'll know when Hall of Fame says this month we donated, whatever it may be, $60,000 to Southern California Spada, will be confirming we received $60,000 for Hall of Fame, et cetera, et cetera.
That's amazing, and obviously you guys are using all the same marketing channels you guys have put together already. Cosmic Fog has hundreds of thousands of followers in Kilo, so does Ruthless. But all those efforts, it seems like everyone's keeping busy. Ruthless is coming out with 101 lines for 2016, which is it's not a diss to them. That's what it is. I'm just kind of saying the obvious. You guys have a line that obviously needs production help, and I'm not saying help, but just you guys are keeping busy with production. Kilo's keeping busy with production. Who has the time? Who has the time, Rob? How do you squeeze in HOF on your to-do list, I guess?
Well, I mean, you're absolutely right. It is a lot of time, but at the same time, then it's worth it. And thankfully, over the last few years, while other people have been doing other things, I can tell you what we've been focused on has been building a truly sustainable business. We have the largest manufacturing facility in the industry. We have the capability to run millions of units per month. We manufacture for other companies within the industry. So for us, it was really the point where we could focus on a purpose, we could focus on the marketing, and then we could plug and play it into our original systems. And that's what made it so appealing to us.
I get you, and I guess that works out for all of them. And I guess what can we expect from the product that you guys HOF? Obviously, you guys have to come up with a semi-marketable product. You know, not everyone's gonna buy. Hey, you know, I'm gonna buy this juice and it's for a good cause. I'm gonna get some money donated from me purchasing this bottle to advocacy. You know, not a lot of people are gonna buy that. I'm not saying not a lot. I'm sorry, I'll take that back. But not everyone is gonna buy that. So you definitely have to like market it, I guess, in a way where it's people would want to buy it. I mean, what can we expect from the product line? I mean, from the products in the line in itself.
Absolutely, man. I mean, hey, call me a cynic, and I guess that's what I am. But I'm with you. I don't think the fact that the money that you use to purchase that product going to a good cause is necessarily going to sway a lot of people to buy it. We're running HOF like we would run any of our other companies, providing a high-quality, premium product that's just addicting to the users from the flavor side of it, that becomes their new all-day vape, and they want to come back again and again. You know, we're basically going to put our best foot forward. We're going to provide the best product that we possibly can. And if the question at hand here is making good quality flavors that people fall in love with, I don't think there's anyone in the industry better to do it than Ruthless Kilo.
Hey Rob, why don't you guys bring in Cutwood?
Man, we love the guys at Cutwood, but it was hard enough working with just three of us here, man. You guys with the size of our companies all trying to come together in one project, the legal paperwork, the contracts that all gets aligned with that, the logistics of all being in different offices. I couldn't imagine another company, man. If we did, they definitely would have been on our list. They're great guys, man. They're right down the street from us. They have a quality brand and a quality company, and I wish them all the best. I'm sorry they couldn't come in on this one with us.
No, I get you, Rob. And you know what? I would say, like I said, not too familiar myself with the, I guess, top 5 or maybe top 10 top e-juice manufacturing or who has grosses more sales. Or so you want to see, I feel that anybody involved in this industry can kind of guess and would have, I guess, a very educated guess because of what you see around and what's moving. But I guess what you're trying to say is, I guess the guys that you're working with now for HOF, they're a lot easier to work with than, I guess, other brands that are just as reputable, I guess.
I will say I can't personally comment on how easy anyone would have been to work with because I haven't really worked with those guys in this fashion. Okay. I will say thus far, man, I've loved working with Ruthless and Kilo. It's a bunch of smart guys that care about the industry, have good ideas, and make great flavors, and we have a hell of a lot of fun together while we're doing some good, man. So I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right, Rob. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, and thank you so much for taking some time and speaking with us. Johnny, I don't know if you guys want to have any last words or have anything to say lastly, but we are going to wrap it up. And like I said, thank you so much, Rob, for hanging out with us. And man, much luck to you guys. You guys you guys work like I said, all 3 entities. All your guys' work is so admirable.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for taking the time and having us on the show. And to anyone listening, man, be sure to check out the new Cosmic Fog products. Everything's available in 70/30 now. We got some new flavors on the way, so I hope it's in your shop, bud.
It's not in just yet, but and it's funny that you Johnny mentioned the iconic cloud earlier, but we do have the Cosmic Fog logo up, and yeah, you're getting right. It's a cool logo, and it gets people pumped up. Thank you so much, Johnny. Thank you, Rob, and we'll be right back on the next segment. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
For the next segment, we're gonna have a representative from all 3 entities. We're gonna get them together and I guess bounce back ideas and pick their brain a little bit. So my name is Reenan, and tune in. We'll be taking a break for a couple of minutes.
Yo, everybody listen up. We're here today. We're here to talk about HOF. We're here about talking about saving the community. We're here to talk about saving vaping. So everybody tune in right now. We got some good shit for you guys to hear. Vape Room Radio at Vape-Matic. What's up? Let's go, Reenan.
And we're definitely about to get Rob from Cosmic Fog on the phone also. He's going to Skype in with us and chime in. And like I said, we have the big key players here. We have Cosmic Fog who's going to be on the line in 1 second. We have Alan and Ramon from Ruthless. and we have James and John from Kilo. You know, it's just such amazing that you guys partnered up, like I said, and you know what, we interviewed you guys, I guess on a separate entity type of way, but you know, obviously you guys are here. I mean, and Jeremy, how much longer do we have John on the phone? Sorry, Rob on the phone.
Just got him.
What's up, Rob? What's cracking?
Not much. How's it going, bro?
Yo, what's
going on, Rob?
We're here to talk about HOF. This is Alan. Yo, we're about to take this shit over, bro.
We are. You know what? And I did. Obviously, Rob, welcome back. We lost you for a few minutes for the break, but welcome back, and thank you so much for being a part of the show. But let me ask you guys something. Before we left off on you know, the transparency of the whole donation. Okay. I guess, what do you guys instill in each shop owner, in each distributor? You know, what do you guys instill? Like, you know, for example, me, I'm reading the owner at the Vape Room. Hey, you know, it sounds like a good cause. I'm gonna pick these guys up. You know, I put it in my shop. I don't know where any of you guys live. You know, or I know where some of you guys live, but I don't know where. You know, it's like how, I guess, what gives the. That's a big statement, you know, what you guys are making, and how does it give what do you guys do to give a peace of mind to the shop owners, the distributors, etc.?
Hey, Rob, chime in after me though, but you know what I mean. Yo.
Hey, Rob was ready. Rob was ready.
I know Rob was ready.
Rob was like, well,
you know what I'm saying. I know Rob's passionate about this as much as we are.
He is.
You know what I mean. But we're here. You know what I mean. And ultimate goal is. You know what I mean? Like, for the shop themselves, we want to let them know that we want them to tell their customers. We want them to let them know that, hey, every single bottle that's purchased is going towards a good cause. You know what I mean?
You can tell me that all day. How do you show that to me?
Bro, we got a website. You know,
I got a website too.
Yeah, we got a website that we. Yeah, Rob,
I could put up a website together for $30.
Yo, we got Casa, we got not blowing smoke, and we got right to be smoke free.
Okay, so you got big. I guess what you're
getting
at.
Let me step in real quick. You know, they'll represent what we're putting into them, so they're gonna showcase what we'll send to them as far as donations go. They should show the transparency.
Okay.
You know, if we send money to Casa or not blowing smoke, they will definitely show the community that we did send money to them.
Okay.
Big checks going into them.
Follow us on Instagram. You'll see it.
Yeah, we're not here to show small checks.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to show big checks.
No, I get you. I guess so. What the answer is, basically, you guys are going to be transparent, and the advocacy groups like Kazaa and like Not Blowing Smoke. Those are all the groups that are going to maybe show the big checks, and you know, thank you HOF for your efforts, and et cetera, et cetera. Is that something you guys have, I guess, communicated with them, or I guess coordinated with them? Hey, you got to put us on the spot if we write you a check, because we need this for transparency reasons. Is that something that you guys talk to them about?
Yeah, from a transparency standpoint, there's definitely some groups that are going to be broadcasting that as we make the donations. We've talked about coordinating some events with some actual check-giving ceremonies at conventions and so forth. You know, on a side note too, as well, as any consumer or shop owner or distributor, we're going to be publicly posting every month how much was donated and to who it went. So all it would take is a matter of an email to that group to confirm if you really want a confirmation. I think in a broad sense of what your question was, you know, how do these shop owners, how do these distributors, how do they know you guys are really going to come forward with this and put your money where your mouth is? And, you know, the answer really is, that's what's so great about HOF, man. That's what's so great about three large companies that have such a large stake in the industry and such a reputation in the industry. This is much different than, my name's Rob. I just started a juice line. I've been whipping it out. But I want you guys to know I'm going to donate $1 of every bottle I sell to advocacy. With that, I mean, how do you take that at its word? But we're talking about three major corporations that have gone on the record publicly, put their reputations on the line. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. And, you know, I can tell you from the distributors that we've spoken with, and I'm sure Ruthless and Kilo will echo these sentiments as well, our distributors and our customers, we spent a long time building a lot of trust with these guys. They know when we say something, we always come forward. They've had no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, my next question, I guess, goes out to Alan and Ramon from Ruthless. Obviously, I've been interviewing all three of you, the groups, and it seems like the idea came from Ruthless, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying any other entities are maybe not putting in as much work as Ruthless, but the idea came from you guys. why? And I think I've asked this, for each individually, but why these two companies? Now that we all have you guys all three together.
I mean, I don't think necessarily that it came directly from us.
Yeah.
I think we all worked collectively to get this type of promotion, this type of push out there. Ultimately, it's three big companies coming together. It's not just Ruthless. You know what I mean?
No, and I get you. Go ahead, Ramon.
No. I was just gonna say. Actually, I think the idea of working together was came from us. Actually,
It did. I didn't try to sugarcoat a little bit, but it did come from you guys. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, no, the idea of the donation actually came from Rob Cosmic Fog. So we got to kind of give him a lot of props on that one. Initially when we were developing the idea, I think collectively we all kind of developed the idea together.
All right.
The idea of working together, we Ruthless, we really wanted to work with these groups. So I think that's kind of if you want to say that's kind of how it started, reaching out to these guys.
But why them too? Why them too?
I personally think that Kilo and Cosmic has the biggest push in the industry.
Okay.
We've been big fans of their products themselves. We've been overlooking them from afar, but hey, you know what? It's just a bunch of respect coming out from Ruthless, and we know that with their push, their network, that we feel as Ruthless that we're able to push the product as far as we can.
Yeah. No, definitely, dude. With these guys, the type of goal that we're trying to reach and the community and everything, the amount of people we're trying to reach, we knew we couldn't do it alone. So, collectively, I know, it's a big goal. $1 million is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. There's some people in America, most people in America would work their whole life and not even accumulate $1 million in income within their whole lifetime. So it is a great amount. Well, this question, I guess, goes out to everyone. Why do you feel that? What's the reason for the advocacy money? And this is maybe for our listeners, and anyone can chime in. For our listeners who maybe aren't that deep involved in the industry, I guess people who are deep involved in the industry know why we need to raise money. But I guess anyone can chime in and to say, what's going on with maybe local government, state government, FDA. Why do we need to give, the 19, 20-year-old listener who smoked for 2 years, he switched over to vaping. Somebody told him about this show. He's listening now. Why he has no clue. Why do we need to raise money for advocacy? And like I said, any of you guys could chime in.
Well, Rob could probably take care of that right now.
Yeah, but no.
Rob gets all the dirty work. Huh? Hey, I don't have the answer. Let Rob answer. No. I'm messing with you, Rob.
No, that's
Go ahead, brother.
It's a phenomenal question, man, because a lot of people really don't understand. In fact, a lot of people's first instinct when something bad happens or bad press comes out is to say, oh, it's big tobacco, this, that, and the third. And to be honest, man, 99% of the time, that's not true. Vaping represents a significant threat to the pockets of the pharmaceutical industry. Billions of dollars stand to be lost in terms of drug sales, Chantix, product sales, Nicoderm CQ, Nicorette inhalers. These guys are the absolute hands-down masters of manipulation. Since before any of us were born, these guys were pumping money into lobbying efforts, donating to contributions for political campaigns to try to change the public perception. Unfortunately, man, it's the unfortunate reality that we live in today is that it's not always a fair fight. It's not always the fact that, hey, man, vaping saved my life, and there's tons and tons of research. The Public Health Department of England has gone on record to say that it's 95% healthier than smoking. You think that would be enough? It's not. These companies are spending billions to make sure that vaping is not here. And we may not have billions, but we got some millions, hopefully, with Hall of Fame, and we definitely got the heart to really try to combat that. But that involves a lot of things that take a lot of money. That involves constructive lobbying. That involves lawsuits. One of the groups that Hall of Fame is donating to is the Right to Be Smoke-Free Coalition, which I'm a part of as well. And what we're doing is actually taking these states that are proposing these regulations to extinguish the industry that have been brought to them by special interest groups to try to get rid of vaping, and we're taking these states to court. We're in court with the state of Indiana right now, on the record to say that these regulations are unconstitutional, they're unjustified, and they're made solely to destroy the vaping industry. And that stuff costs a lot of money. And that's just one state, man. From a federal level, it's going to cost a lot more, and it's going to take a lot of effort from everyone. But unfortunately, man, just the fact that we're right, we have a good product, and we're helping people isn't enough. We have to, we have to spend that money to make sure that point gets across.
I mean, and ultimately, we're just trying to get everybody to come together. I mean, we're trying to get everybody to come together and hey, like let's all donate. You know what I mean? Let's all come together. We're asking people, hey, step up to the plate. You know, step up to the plate and join the cause. You know, and at the end of the day, we're just trying to ensure that Kilo, Ruthless, Cosmic, and everybody else is still here tomorrow.
Okay, let me ask you guys something, and like I said, anybody can answer. Hall of Fame. E-Juice or E-Liquids? What did you guys? I guess Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is a very hardcore statement in sports. That's where you guys got it from. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. Okay. In this vape industry, Hall of Fame. I think in any sport you have to play a minimum of whatever years to name yourself Hall of Fame. Okay, a Hall of Fame obviously it means big players, players with a proven history, players with a big career. And speaking of the vape industry, your career might be 2 years, it might be 3 years, 4 years, tops, 5 tops, I guess. Hall of Fame Lucas. Who came up with the name?
I think we all came up with it collectively, guys.
Yeah.
You know, we all.
Okay. That was the answer that America would love to hear. Yes, Alan, and you know. But who really came up with the name? Like obviously somebody came up with the name, and somebody said, "Hey, that shit sounds dope." You know, it's just you guys are on a creative, in a creative type of vibe, and you know, you guys are all hanging out at the Cosmic Fog office.
Alan right here.
Oh God.
Alan is the marketing guy, huh? Alan is the marketing guy, huh, for everything, huh?
No, I mean, like honestly, like HOF. I mean, we just want people to know that hey, we're bringing out the best products. You know what I mean? We're bringing out the best juice. We're like, this is our best effort. You know what I mean? This is our best effort to make sure that hey, when you purchase a product, everybody's satisfied. So that we know that when you repurchase this product again, that you're gonna be satisfied, and then you know that you're gonna be donating towards a good cause. You know, like the Hall of Fame is just like it's the best of the best. And right now, we all feel collectively we are the best of the best.
Now, let me ask you guys, has anyone in this circle, and when I mean this circle, I mean HOF, has any one of you guys, did it once come across your mind like, you know what, hey, it sounds like a really dope idea, but maybe not the time or maybe not the people or maybe did everyone know each other before?
I mean, we were all friends in the industry, so.
We've all met one time or another.
Yeah, we see each other like at different conventions, different trade shows and stuff like that. So, I mean,
has this extended the friendship, Ramon? Like, not the friendship, but like I guess the business, personal relation of it. Like, I didn't know Alan this deep until maybe we started HOF, or hey, maybe I didn't know Rob this deep till.
I think it's kind of a progression. We're still, that's something that we're still working on. I think, as far as collective, as companies and stuff, like we're all really busy.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? And, hopefully, I think, moving forward, I think, I think it probably would be a start of a good friendship,
You know what? And it's obviously it's three very busy companies coming together. And obviously Rob and Cosmic Fog are in charge of production. It seems to me, I guess I'm not a dummy, it seems to me like maybe Ruthless is in charge of the marketing aspect and doing their thing, and Kilo, I guess, where does Alan or anybody can chime in? Did everyone have roles? I mean, I'm sure this contract is about 20 pages deep. It's a lot of aspirations, 3 big collaborators coming together. I guess, what does each one's job entail?
I mean, like ultimately, just because Cosmic's taking care of the manufacturing.
I'm not giving. They're doing that. I'm not. I'm not knocking on nobody.
No, of course not. I mean, we just ultimately felt like collectively as a group, we put 3 brains together opposed to just one. We got 3 good brains. We got 3 people that are. I'm sorry, I apologize. We got 6 people that are collectively putting it together. That we feel ultimately that we can get this product out right. Yeah. And that's what it is. We just work as a team together, and it's about getting the right ideas and the right marketing strategies to put forward into this brand. I mean, like ultimately, no one's gonna know about this product unless we put our brains together. And marketing wise, we feel that we're the strongest as the 3 together.
Okay.
I think the synergy with the group too. I think everybody kind of everybody really gets along. It wasn't one of those things where like everybody's butting heads. Everybody has really good ideas. I think when we all meet, collectively together, you know what I mean. It just feels right. Nobody's butting heads or anything like that. And I think initially when you said Hall of Fame, we're not saying like, hey, you know what? Aren't other groups out there that don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Like we definitely encourage, you know what I mean, like other people to join in or whatever. you know what I mean, collectively, like. And
not on HOF. Just do your own thing.
Do your own thing.
Because the HOF is already filled up. It's already Jordan, Kobe, and Will Chamberlain on the team, right?
No, we got Kobe, we got Kobe, we got LeBron, and we got Kevin Durant. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're telling everybody else, do your own thing. You know what I mean? Just we're all here
together. You know what I mean? It's not like something like, okay, well, hey, you know what? We just get along with these guys really well. You know what I mean? I think the synergy between the group is really good, and you know, we look forward to like, you know, maybe doing stuff in the future together too.
Yeah,
right?
we're just telling everybody else. I mean, it's about stepping up to the plate. You know what I mean? Step up to the plate. Let's all rock and roll. I mean, you know, Ruthless, Kilo, and Cosmic, we're the pioneers right now of donating the fucking $1 million.
Next question is for Rob.
Who else is there?
Next question is for Rob.
Who else is there?
Obviously, for everyone
Who's
tuning
next?
in.
Who's next?
For everyone tuning in, Rob, obviously, you know what? I guess the Ruthless approach is very like, let's go get him hard. You know, Kilo's like, hey, we're down. Rob strikes me as a person who maybe is like, hey guys, you know, let's think about this, let's draw out the plan, etc., etc. Rob, you know what? We've all been, I guess, I'm 29 years old, and I've but I work with a lot of people. You know, some people you work with that are completely different from your spectrum. It seems, I guess, to me, from the 5-minute conversation that we've had, Rob, you're the guy who's like, hey, let's map this out, guys. You know, let's do this the right way. Let's swing right. Let's swing left. And Ruthless, which is they have the heart. You know, they're like, you know, let's go get him. Then Kilo, they're doing their thing also. And it's like, how does all three personalities work together?
Honestly, man, and this ties into your original question.
Or is it like a Shaq and Kobe type thing? Waiting to happen? Who knows?
Yeah.
We gotta find out.
No, man. You know, the reason all ties into so well together, the reason we work so well together is from the very beginning. You know, our relationship here was just based on tons of mutual respect. And in my experience, when you have that, it's actually a huge asset to have different personalities. You know, for instance, at Cosmic, believe it or not, I'm the more loud, let's go get them, blah, blah, blah. And my business partner is much more laid back, refined, let's go and review the plan. But we both, and just like, you know, same thing in this group here, we both have a tremendous amount of respect for each other, respect each other's ideas. We put everything out and we talk them out. So having those different aspects there is a huge asset, man. You know, sometimes when I may be wanting to drag my feet on something and Ruthless is there to say, hey, man, this is a great idea. We got this energy. Let's go. Let's get it. You know, that's going to push me out of my comfort zone, which is what you need to do to grow. You know, one thing I will tell you, being the same person and never learning from anyone else, you'll never grow. So having these different personalities, having these different styles, I honestly think it's the best part about HOF, man. We all work great together. We have tons of respect for each other, and we all bring something different to the table, and that leads to the most innovative, best forward-thinking products on the market, in my experience.
I mean, we honestly look at each other like the dream team. You know what I mean? We all look at each other like the dream team, and everybody has enough power to bring to the table.
And let me ask, I guess the guys from Kilo, obviously, you know, like I said, different personalities. Obviously, you started the Kilo with two guys, and you know, with two different personalities. You're teaming up with HOF, which Rob, you have a partner from what I picked up, 2 partners for Ruthless, and so it's 6 guys coming together, you know, in an office, and it's like, you know, it's somebody. There's bound to be some disagreements. There's bound to be some hey, I wasn't really feeling that idea too much. So does someone kind of, I guess, swallow their spit and just say, hey, fuck it, we'll go for it, whatever?
To be honest, we all come together as open-minded as possible because we have a great mission statement, a great cause.
We all have a common goal, you know.
So we try not to be so stubborn.
I get you.
You know, we're all owners of a company, so we all have strong personalities here. But we come open-minded. There's a strong mission statement. Mission statement is to come together to save the vaping industry. We all know it's going to be a tough battle, but, you know, that's what we're here. That's what we're trying to show the public, trying to get this in the mainstream public, get the 19-year-old, 21, 20-year-old, all the vapors, to get to be a part of the advocacy groups, to support them. It's really hard for Safada, Not Blowing Smoke, Casa to get those type of members to support them. They usually get the older crowd, the ones that support advocacy, but that's what we're here. We're here to back them up 100%.
No, and I get you. And first and foremost, to all three entities that are here to create HOF, all the questions that I ask, believe me, I ask not just to I guess what I personally feel. Just what I'm just putting myself in the consumer's point of view, you know. And hey, I want to really buy this bottle. Hey, the juice tastes bomb, you know. I'm gonna buy it anyway. But I guess the advocacy part, you know, it's never been seen before. It's never been seen before by any juice manufacturer, by any juice product. So I guess, you know, you can only imagine what people are feeling. You know, only imagine what people are feeling. Like, hey, the transparency. First and foremost, I feel the transparency. Right, Ramon? I just put yourself in the guy who's buying, one of HOF liquids. They buy it because they like it. They're like, hey, if this money makes it to advocacy, then you know, let's throw a party. If not, then I really didn't believe them in the get-go. That's, I feel, where the industry standpoint is. You know, I'm real with you. And good luck to you guys on changing the perspective of the retailer, the vape shop owner, even the distributor. You guys have very personal relations with a lot of different distributors in this country, you know? And it's like half the distributors are like, oh, you're full of shit, Alan, or you're full of shit, James, you know, like, you know, fuck it, we'll push it if you're down. But how do you change that mindset? You know, that goes beyond marketing, I feel. Like I said, you told me you have a website. I have a website. Yeah. Anybody with $30 can create a website, brother. Or just any, you know, and obviously Rob can chime in and Kilo and obviously Ruthless. You get me? It's just, how do you change that fucking mindset? Well, you know? And to be honest with you, it's just, people are going to trust you in the beginning, and I feel like you guys owe it to the community to...
Well, I you know, to be honest with you, I don't necessarily think we're the only ones that are doing this right now, but I think on this level, you know what I mean, and actually, you know, proclaim $1 million. This is exactly how much we're going to donate. And moving forward, we're going to donate more. Like, what we want to do is donate more, but we're setting a limit on there. Like, you know, hey, you know what, $1 million is you know, like a clear statement. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like you know, nobody else is doing it.
Hey, what if you? No, can I be honest with you guys?
Yeah.
You know, it's three major key companies coming out together. You know, you guys haven't failed in a while. Maybe you guys had some prior business ventures that failed before, but lately you guys haven't been failing. Lately, as a separate entity. Hey, what if you guys can't raise $1 million?
We will.
We
will. We're gonna keep trying. That's the mission statement. So with every business, there's a mission statement. Our mission statement is to raise $1 million for advocacy. So if it takes more than a year, we're gonna continue to keep driving forward, and that's pretty much it.
What if HOF isn't popping? Like it's just not moving.
Oh, we don't. You know, I don't even think.
We don't even take that as an answer.
It's. I don't even think that's an idea that crossed through our minds.
Never.
Yeah, I mean, on just the basic level, like everybody came out with, like, you know what I mean, they put their best foot forward, and I think the public's gonna really enjoy these flavors, and we really don't see that as an option. You know what I mean? Like $1 million. To be honest, I think I mean, you know, like Alan was talking earlier, we really, like, you know, ever since we started this company, we've always thought positive, and we've never saw failure as an option. You know, so. Actually, I have high hopes, and you know what I mean. I already see this happening, and probably sooner than what everybody expects. Like, you know what I mean. I'm looking at like a 6-month period, man.
Yeah, we're looking at this to be sooner than possible. You know what I mean? We're not looking at 1 million. You know, we're looking at 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, whatever it takes.
So why do you market 5 million if you're looking at 5 million?
What was the question again?
I said, why don't you market 5 million if you're looking for 5 million?
It's a statement right now.
The point of the
Hey, Rob is like, let me chime in before Alan gets us in trouble.
Some them girls out there.
The point of the million really wasn't to shock anybody, like the guys that said before me. We really did shoot low on it, but that's how you do in business. And you set a realistic goal out there, and it was really led back to transparency, because we started the idea, we could say, hey, you know, we're going to donate a portion of every bottle. But then realistically, what the consumer says is, oh, what's a portion? How much of my money is actually going towards this cause, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that was the number based off of sales that we were comfortable with. We knew we would exceed it, but that's the number that was big enough to grab people's attention that we knew we were going to hit. I'll tell you one thing for sure, man. We don't hit $1 million in 2016. Alan's going to donate the rest out of his pocket.
Oh, shit. Oh, crap.
Hey, Alan's going to be in Jamaica somewhere here, like offshore account, give him $1 million. Fuck.
Oh God, I might pretend like I'm dead.
Hey, no, thank you guys so much for coming out. Obviously, Ruthless, Kilo, and Cosmic Fog. The show just ran out. It went a little longer than expected. But much luck to you guys. You know what? Not for your own sake, to prove what you're bringing to the industry. But you know what? To the little shop owner in a little small town in Southern California called Norwalk, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And I think everyone else in this, we're all here feeding our children. We're all here, clothing ourselves. We're all here eating through this vape industry. So thank you guys so much. Yes. Appreciate it. I'm speaking on behalf of the Vapor. Thank you guys so much. If there's a little bit of the million left over, slide in my way, though, Alan.
Yeah, we'll give you money to buy condoms. Just kidding.
What is Alan's thing with me and the girls, man?
I don't know, bro.
You've seen me with like one or two girls, like.
Bro, honestly, bro, I look at your Snapchat. I look at your face, bro. Hey, bro, you get more girls than any guy in the house right now. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
Everybody's jealous. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody's saying, can you share, bro?
Hey, Alan, I'm a sales guy.
You sound yourself really good, bro. You know what I mean?
Any last words from maybe Rob, anybody from Ruthless, and anybody from Kilo?
Just want to say thank you. Please support us, help us.
We will be. By the way, this is on tape, on live radio. We will pick up HOF at the Vape Room. It might not be much, but to be
everything counts, man.
It's helpful to know that I helped in some way or somewhat.
We appreciate it.
You get me, guys? So we'll be and any last words from you guys?
Rob, you got something first?
Oh man, nothing really. I just want to thank you for having us on.
Hey Rob, where are you? Where are you, brother?
No, in the Bahamas.
In the Bahamas? Are you legit in the Bahamas, Rob?
Yeah, he's probably like in Barbados.
Hanging out with Rihanna?
I do apologize. I really wanted to be there. We had a meeting with our European regulatory consultants to come in to really start dealing with the regulations in Europe, and they ran super long. Those British really know how to talk.
All right, Rob.
We all know you didn't want to be here. Just
kidding, hey, Rob is the PR guy, huh?
Yeah, no, Rob's the best.
If you guys ever get in trouble, Rob is gonna be that guy that comes out on Channel 11 News like, hey, we didn't mean it.
Yeah, I was like, on Channel 11 News, we put Rob in the front, right? Hey, also.
I got bail money under my mattress.
End of the day, though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
everybody here from Ruthless, Kilo, and Cosmic Fog, we're just here to tell everybody, support the brand. It's going towards a good cause, and tomorrow's not guaranteed. You know what I mean? So just come out here and support the brand. We're releasing some really good flavors to everybody to enjoy. We put our best foot forward on these flavors, and we all know that everybody's gonna enjoy every single one of these flavors that we release because we put our best. We put our best flavors forward.
Hey, do you guys have any last words?
Hey, all you female.
By the way, Alan, it's funny because every time Alan's on, obviously, we have personal relations. So I guess I'm gonna go there. He's like, "Hey, what's up with the girls? Do you know that?"
I got a girlfriend, cuz.
No. I know you do.
Yeah.
This show is 95% watched by males.
Oh, wow.
So the three girls that are like in Virginia, Michigan, and Florida,
and Detroit. Say, hey, everybody, turn your phone numbers into Arena. He's a good-looking guy. He's bald.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
I'm like the chubby pit bull, but I think we're getting where.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you, man. Thank you guys
so much for coming out. Much success. We just wrapped up an awesome episode. If you didn't tune in, if you're watching a re-recorded broadcast, leave your comment on our YouTube page. And you guys are amazing, man. Next up is our episode in 2 weeks. Keep to see who's on. It's definitely gonna be a good thing.
Everybody throw their phone number in on the chat. Rini will call you up, okay?
And it's gonna be a lot of dudes in there. I'm telling you, it's 95% dudes. You guys are amazing. It's a wrap, baby.
Thank you very much.